I met a gypsy.
Well, think about this. You have all these characters, the Aaron Plessinger with the mustache and the Duke for Dale. You got Ken Roxon, who is like, dude, I mean, let's be straight up. He's just a good-looking dude. He's a sharp, good-looking guy. You got Eli, who's got the beard. He's kind of your mountain man kind of guy, whatever. Dude, I think for this sport to grow, we got to get the helmets off these dudes.
Yeah.
Unless they're racing. I think opening ceremonies should be on TV, and they should come out no helmets, not riding around. We're not trying to send a message, but maybe they just ride down the starter, wave, whatever. Show me their faces. Make them humans, because right now they look like Mortal Kombat characters on the track.
Yes.
And that's cool for us, you and me. Like, right, when you see a new gear and a new helmet, you're like, dude, that's sick. A new fan's not going to go, I love Jet Lawrence. Look at that cool gear he's got on. No, they want to see his curly hair and his face, and they want to hear him talk. I think opening ceremony should be that way. I think when the guys are on the line for the main, helmets should be off until the guy says it's time to go. It should be mandatory.
That's a great
Your
idea,
helmet
dude.
is off.
That is a great idea.
Because when we're panning on the start and we're prepping, you know, the segment before the 450 main, and we want to say focus on four guys, you know, Webb. I want to see his face. When I'm saying, yeah, this guy right here has done that. Dude, I don't want to see him with his helmet on. He just looks like a video game character. Take the helmet off. I want to see the face that goes to this story. And I think it should be mandatory that these guys are not even allowed to. And the reason why I even think that is because of Jet. This year at one of the races, I think it was Indy, he's on the gate with his headphones on, and he's kind of just doing his thing. And every dude had their helmet on. I know they're probably all nervous, whatever. And he's just kind of bouncing around. And we focused on him for a second, just on an accident. And we're talking about him, and I'm like, wow, whatever we're saying right now, I think it was Ricky who was talking about him, it seems more realistic because I'm looking at his face and not his helmet. Now when you're talking about this kid and his temperament and his personality, now I have a face to put to it. And I mean, my mom and my wife love Jet Lawrence. Guarantee you they would not even know who he is or give a rat's ass if they didn't see his face and hear him talk. And that doesn't mean every guy has to be like him, personality, but you got to see it. Like Eli Tomac has a lot of fans. Is it because of his radiant personality? No, it's because he's got this thing about him. He's that hardworking, strong, kind of mountain man type guy. We need to see that more, because when he's on the gate and we're talking about how he's a warrior, he's a late race charger, there's no one stronger, I want to see his face.
Yeah.
Because then it's relatable. He's a human being now. Like you said, you want to humanize him? Get the damn helmet off. And even like the shots like coming in and out of commercial, they're all sick. Like slow-mo, all that. Off. Face shots. Body shots. Ken Roxon at a commercial break should be Kenny with his wife and kid.
Yeah.
That is more, and they do it. It should be all the time.
Yeah, I totally
When they're
agree.
racing, we see them on the bike. When they are not racing, it should only be their faces, their bodies, their families, their life. It should be nothing else. The glam, save the glam for all the videographers that do an amazing job. Our sport has the baddest ass editors, dude. You know that, right? We've got talent when it comes to video editing. Let them do all that. But on the broadcast, when you have this mass audience, show me the face at all times, and then put it on and race. I think that is huge. If you want to expand out of our bubble, no one is going to just gravitate to this Mortal Kombat character. They're going to gravitate to the human. And we got rad ones in the sport, so let's do something with them. And we got more coming, too. Faulkner, dude. Faulkner is a rad little individual character. Yes, he's got his flaws, whatever. He's rad, dude. He's a rad kid that a lot of people like. I want to see him more. I want to see Jet. I want to see Hunter. I want to see Joe Shimoda is just, dude, and it was so cool for me to be the one that got to call his first win. When he was on the podium talking about my family I haven't seen, and they're all here. Dude, that kid wanted to cry bad. He held it together.
I wanted to cry.
I almost teared up in the booth. I almost cleared up in the booth, dude. That right there, he probably got 100 times more fans in that 30 seconds than he would ever get riding his dirt bike. Ever. Because he was a human who just did something so badass, and he just expressed it, and you felt it. So for me, I think all of our attention needs to be bringing the human side out, not on the bike as much, but their face, the podium. We need more of that. I don't know if you noticed, but round 17, we had an extra 30 minutes at the beginning of the show. We went live like early. We had a chance to go. It was like a last-minute deal. Dude, I was running around. I interviewed Hunter, Jet, Kenny. Will had, I think, Cooper, Cole, Justin, all these guys in their street clothes.
Yeah.
Just talking, vibing. It made the whole event feel different because we got a chance to like meet these people before the gate dropped. So I'm with you. I want to grow the sport too bad. I mean, dude, I love this sport. I want it to be as big as it could ever be. And I don't think we're going to gravitate to a new audience through anything other than their faces. That's it. Because people gravitate to new people based on what they see. And when they all look the same out there, that's for the diehards. That's for us racers, right? That's for us core. We want to see them race. But the new people want to see them, not the racing. The racing means nothing to the new people. It's them. My mom and wife love Jet because they met Jet on television.
Yeah.
Not because he's a talent who can feel the ground and he's sick and he's 17. No, it was because of him. And we have 15 of those guys waiting to go. AP and Jet are nothing alike.
Yeah.
And they both have the same effect.
They speak to different audiences.
But they both look the same with their gear on. But they speak to the same audience when they're racing.
Yes. Yes.
The racer fan.
Yes.
So you want that new fan? It's the humans that are going to get the new fans, not the racers, in my opinion.
I could not agree any more with what you just said. And I think that, you just offered a solution. Like, that could be implemented at the first race. You know, it's really hard to do what you just did, to find a point of weakness and something to be improved on, and then just offer such a simple and clear strategy. And I think that if that isn't implemented after this comes out and the right people hear it, then that makes me sad. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.